Hey, what's up, good people? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. This one, we got a lot to cover, okay? So let's see what's happening with the markets. On yesterday's video, we expected the day to be flat today, but it's red. Why? Nvidia and rising tensions in the Middle East. Now, Nvidia did cool off and we were flat just like we thought on yesterday. But then the tension with Iran ramped up on top of Nvidia, continuing its bleed off. Now, one of the things I did say on yesterday is beware, because Nvidia normally out of the last 5 earnings has a tendency to sell off the day after. So I heard that in the chat. Okay, so we're selling off. Let's go in and let's see what's happening. So here's what's happening. We had a reprieve from the sell-off when this news came on. U.S.-Iran talks in after significant progress. All right, but we have the world's largest battleship over there. We have a lot of military over there, and we are positioned for a strike. So don't let this fool you. What do we teach here? Generally, something usually happens on weekends when the markets are closed, right? So let's just keep it going, right? So now I want you to see what's going on here. Nvidia selling off. Nvidia has sold off. But beware, because these guys that do these analysts, they are raising their price as it sells off. So I want you guys to look at this and see what's happening with Nvidia right now at this point. Okay, let's go. This is what I want to show you. Year-to-date return 0. 1 year. Look at that. Look at that. S&P, Nvidia 1 year 43%. Look at this. Over 3 years, 697%. Over 5 years, 1,256%. What's the problem then, Larry? Why is it selling off? Expectations. Every time they beat expectations, the expectations keep going higher and higher and higher. What the street expects. So they keep moving the goalposts higher. So they smashed earnings, absolutely smashed earnings. Look at this. You guys, look at this earnings per share. Look at that. Okay. Look at the revenue. Go quarter by quarter, growing. All right. The earnings is the yellow and the revenue is the blue. Quarter over quarter, knocking it out of the park. But the stock is falling. Now look at the analyst predictions, right? So the red is sell, the yellow is underperform. You see how small the yellow is, right? The yellow is hold, okay? The green is buy. Look at how many analysts say buy. And then the dark green is strong. So this stock is extremely rated high. It's rated high, Nvidia. But what's happening? It's selling off. And people are literally selling Nvidia, but they're also moving into other software and big tech companies. These are some of the companies that people are actually moving to, or should I say risk on. All right, let's get that straight. There we go. So here are a few. We got Netflix they're moving to. They're moving to Meta. I had a few more on here. I don't know why it's doubling like this. There we go. Well, let's just go it. So look at this. This is on the day. So Netflix is positive. So people are moving into Netflix, even with the Paramount deal shifting right now. Okay. Or should I say Warner Brothers? All right. So you got Paramount and Netflix fighting over Warner Brothers. Uber. If you watched the live last night on Keenan's page, I said Uber was a sleeping giant as far as AI is concerned. Keenan talked about Microsoft. So as you can see, people are buying Microsoft, Netflix, Meta, and Uber. All the while, Netflix is selling off. So they're taking their money, they got their earnings, and then they moved, right? So let me show you guys this because it's very interesting as I did a deep dive, okay? I want you guys to look at this. In the last 5 earnings reports spanning from February 25 to February 2026, okay, Nvidia has sold off or finished lower on the day trading day 3 times. While Nvidia frequently beats earnings and revenue expectations, the intermittent market reaction has been mixed over the last year. Notably, the most recent report, February 25, 2026, saw the stock drop approximately 5%. But look at this, good people, because this is what's going on. Look at these earnings. February 25, 2026, fell 5.18%. November 19, 2025, 3.2%. Okay? August 2027, it fell. May 2028, it fell. All right, you see here, February 2025, it fell. After a good earnings report, after smashing expectations. So this is normal. This is normal. But let me show you something else that's happening that I've mentioned here on this page before. The NASDAQ has not sold off that much. The S&P, nope. Stock in the NASDAQ have. And so remember, I was expecting a sell-off Q1. Well, it was happening, not the entire market, just individual stock. So look at this. I just grabbed one. We got Nvidia. We got the NASDAQ is down on the day, right? Let's go to year to date. Now watch this. Year to date, the NASDAQ is only down 1.7. Microsoft is down 17%, okay? In correction, heading towards bear market territory. But the NASDAQ is only down 1.7. And there are other software companies that are doing the same thing. So the overall stock market really is kind of holding strong while this is happening. Yep. So yesterday, one of the things that happened, and you guys know I have a little Joby, but I'm waiting because it's still coming down. One of the things that happened yesterday is Uber did a deal with Joby, right? And Uber is up and Joby is up 5%. Yeah, let's put the warrants in there. Larry, would I start buying now? Joby is just one of those will go up one day and then down the next. Okay, so the plus. So as you can see, Joby's up 5%. The warrants are up 13.5%. Okay, but I wouldn't chase because Joby has these pumps and then it has these dumps. At some point, I'm going to be buying Joby and holding. I'm going to be buying Nvidia and holding. I have my Nvidia. I have not sold the Nvidia that I have. What about you? The question is, what's happening with the market? Okay, so we got tensions that rose, right, with Iran and the Middle East. So we have the geopolitical situation that ramped up, and then now they're saying that the talks are cool. Nvidia continues to sell off, though they smashed earnings, right? And then you got analysts raising price targets, but it's still selling off. It is insane. Now, what I want to do right now is I want to do a hard shift. I am actually, there's 30 minutes left in this market. I'm going to go for a few minutes and give you a peep inside Money Moves. Money Moves, you're going to see a link right here. And I'm going to show you how people are making money with Money Moves, okay? So let's go to what happened today while the market was falling, guys. While the market was falling. Let's go right here. First, let me show you a few wins before we go into the charts. Look at this. The traffic trader is the only traffic I like. Look at that. He is absolutely smashing it. What is that? 250%, $308, killing it, smashing it, right? QQQ puts were the play this morning. Made $1,000 today. Look at that. Love it. What else do we have? Look at that. Look, done for the day. $58. A win is a win. Made 12%. We have here did 3 winning SPY puts today. Look at that. One of them for $327. So we got a lot of winners here. Someone made $1,000 today. Another person, I'm in. Look at that. So these are some of the things you want to look at, right? Look at these wins. Nice, 60%. Made $185. Look at that. Just made money off the SPY. See here? So this is some of the people that are actually winning. Look at that. Put, you can see the money they made. Positive $317. $700 SPY put. The setup was great. I got in super late and still printed money. Let's go, family. Money moves. This is what I'm talking about. So let's go right into it. All right. Let's see what the SPY is doing. Now, there's a few minutes left. We have 25 minutes left as I'm filming this in real time. So I give my levels Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, unless otherwise I change it. But here's what's happening. I gave these today, even though I wasn't live trading today. I will be tomorrow. I gave these levels, and as you can see, it hit all of the levels. Boom, boom, boom. This is Nvidia. So it started selling off right at open. And then you could have done puts all the way down. The SPY, look at that. The SPY, the same thing. SPY came down, hit this level, boom, came down again, again, and again. And now it's resting right at where we called it to. Now, not that we called it to the end of the day. We have levels that we say it could hit on the way down and the way up. So someone did a put, someone did a call, someone did a put, someone did a call. Just like that on the same stock. The Qs, the same thing. We had our open, and let me show you how this works. We are in real time. Okay, so let me show you how this works. We're on the 5 minute, and then we had a red light right here, red light. And what did it do? It took us all the way to 605. So right out of the gate, you could have made money doing a put, and it led us to the money. And then it had a reversal, right? Yellow light, green light. It didn't go up all right away, but it did turn around and come up. And so we test that against the 2 minute. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this up, and I want you to see this in real time, right? So how does this work, Larry? Down here at the bottom, this is all one indicator. You could see it says ready to sell, and the green is ready to buy. Let me just move those over. Now, you could see that I have these in red in the morning because it was up here. Let me show you. Before it gets to the red bars, it's in the green bars, right? And so if it falls, it hit these. Now, if they're above, you can still go up and hit these levels. I give you the levels to set your options to, right? Your strike price. These are your strike prices. These are the prices that it will strike going down or coming up. And as we could see on a 2 minute time frame, it just printed a yellow light. And what does the yellow light mean? The yellow light means that if you were in a put, you should be cautious because it just printed now a green light. Okay. We always check it against the 5 minute. That's where you need to see what's going on. 5 minutes say we're still coming down, right? And we have about 20 minutes left until closing bell. And then we could see that we have a red light on top, and the histogram is here, right? Here's another thing I like to do. If you're going to add the RSI, because this is traffic trading and we are treating this as though it's a traffic light, and it's really easy to follow. What does this mean? Green light means we're coming up. So when it came here, we started printing green candles, and you could have rolled this up. How do you check it? Right down here. Right down here, you had a crossover where you had a green light here and a green light here. It didn't print On a 5-minute, it didn't print, but on a 2-minute, you would have seen a yellow light. On the 5-minute, all you have to do is trust that it was still a green light on the 5-minute, and we had a crossover here. So look at here, right down, it hit my mark level, which I give you guys, so you don't even have to look for it. And then it ran all the way up. And now on the 5-minute, it's red, okay? And so that means that it could be what? It could be selling off, but then we check it by the 2-minute and it's green. So that means that we do not enter the trade. But there are signs where we did enter the trade. Let's go right back here. Why did we enter the trade here? Why did we go into a call right here? We had a red light, and I want you to notice that on this red light, we started going beneath the dotted line. Remember, traffic goes this way. So we started going beneath the dotted line, right? When we go above and stay, that's strength. But what happened? We went right back now. And now we went into the left lane and we stayed in the left lane. That's positive. So Larry, how do I get into a trade? We had a yellow light, which means that there is a reversal from the previous color, and it was green. And you could see we had a crossover right down here. I'm going to blow this up for you to see it. We had a crossover right down here, right? And then the green says ready to buy right there. Ting. And then if you want to wait for a more solid signal, we wait 1, 2, 3 yellow lights, and then we take the trade right there. Green light, and that's where it printed. And it's just that easy. This traffic trader told you that you could have been into a call here, and you could have took the call, and you could have been out here, but it actually ran beyond, right? And that's on the 2-minute, right? And so that is the traffic trader. I'm giving you guys a tour right here. I know this is different, but I want you to see. So I want you to come and join us, come and earn and learn. And I want to show you that we have an entire class here. We have an entire class that if you want, we have options for beginners. Boom. And an entire course right here, right? Then you want to know how to use a traffic trader? We have that right here. Traffic trader indicator. And then we have a video on how to use the traffic trader. All right. So if you don't understand options and you want somebody to simplify it, talk to me like I'm 3. That's me. Money Moves. Click the link. Now, we don't know what's going to happen even as soon as closing bell. All we know is that in Money Moves, while the market was falling, we were printing money. I made my mortgage this morning sitting in my PJs before my wife even made me breakfast. And so that's what I did this morning because I had the day off. I post levels Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay, so come and join us. Let me know what you think about this market. Is Nvidia going to continue to flush and sell off and bring the entire market down? Or do you think the worst is over? Remember, go back, see what happened in the last 5 quarters, see what happened to the overall market. Just keep in mind, they smashed earnings and we still fell, but we still made money. Come and join us.